Bishop Amein and Professor Jeffries, a comparative religions and philosophies professor at the university, playing chess and actively debating at one of the diner booths. Bishop Amein: one might see history as being a collective group of unrelated events that occur simultaneously, synchronistically, chronologically, and all within a unified sphere of evolutionary activity. Others, with a religious perspective of historical events, might see history as a series of related events that fit within a time-space continuum that was preordained by
Yahweh.
Thus, the belief that certain prophetic figures in the Bible, like Moses, Elijah, and
Yahushua,
could either see the future or were spoken to by
Yahweh,
and therefore prophesied events that would happen either hundreds or even thousands of years later, is not very difficult to grasp. Overall, it is the belief that the Bible encompasses all of history, or at least religious history, from creation to destruction to rebirth and renewal, and that certain major historical events that have taken place can be interpreted as being the fulfillment of a particular biblical prophetic verse. For example, since the time of Moses, there has been belief that a Messiah would come to redeem all of humanity. For the Christian, the messianic figure was Jesus Christ.
Really, Yahushua HaMashiach.
And thus his birth, life, death, and resurrection essentially fulfilled the various prophecies related to the initial coming of the Messiah. For the Orthodox Jew, the Messiah has not come but will eventually. Basically, the Bible is literally hundreds, even thousands of prophecies, however abstractly interpreted, contained within its pages, whether these are gleaned from the Old or New Testaments, Psalms, Revelations, or from the minor or major prophets themselves. They include prophecies related to the initial coming of a deliverer, Moses, the initial coming of a Messiah,
Yahushua HaMashiach,
wars, plagues, famines, the rise of some ultimate
anti-Messiah,
false Messiah, second coming of the Messiah, destruction of nations, and the dawning of the New Jerusalem, the kingdom of heaven on earth. Interjection by the professor. Other religious traditions have their own prophecies as well, including all mythological, mystical, magical, esoteric, occult, pantheistic, pagan, polytheistic, shamanistic, and animistic Aboriginal traditions. The Mayans believe in the return of Quetzalcoatl. The Hindus believe in the coming of Kalki, an incarnation of Vishnu or Krishna. The Tibetan Buddhists believe in the coming king of Shambhala. Buddhists believe in the coming of Maitreya Buddha. Muslims believe in the coming of their Messiah, Imam Mahdi. The Quota Sioux belief is in the return of White Buffalo Catwoman. Catholic belief is in the return of King Arthur. Freemasons, Illuminists believe in the Third World War that will produce a messianic figure who will rule over a new age and world order. Thus, we see that most religious traditions, in one way or another, have links to prophecies and forthcoming messiahs. Bishop Moray: one fine and crucial point I would like to make right now is that there is an essential difference between the monotheistic tradition of
the Hebraic Messianic faith,
which believes in one Almighty
Yahweh our Elohim,
and polytheistic traditions which believe in many gods and goddesses. The polytheistic, pantheistic, magical, animistic, aboriginal, shamanistic, pagan, mythological, esoteric, occult traditions of the ancient Greeks, Celtics, Egyptians, Mayans, Aztecs, Incans, Norse, Tibetan Buddhists, Zen Buddhists, Taoists, Centurion Voodoo practitioners, Native Americans, Hindus, Kabbalists, and Freemason Illuminists are all collectively in diametric opposition to
the Hebraic Messianic tradition.
Therefore, if these traditions proclaim the coming of a messianic figure, as does the
Hebraic Messianic
tradition, then it is possible to believe that the messianic figures stand in opposition as well. The
Hebraic Messianic
believes that a false Messiah,
anti-Messiah
figure will arise before
Yahushua
returns, proclaiming that he is the Messiah of all religious traditions. So it is conceivable that the messianic figures of all the polytheistic traditions, if used as one, would be the very same
anti-Messiah
false Messiah figure prophesied in the Bible.